All right, now it is time for our top 3 segment. I'm excited about this one.
Are you?
Okay, I put a lot of work into this one.
I hate this segment.
We're doing our top 3. This is huge. Our producer hates us, I think. Our top 3 favorite albums since 2000. So the last 15, 16 years. Top albums. Pick 3. Okay? It's crazy, all right? So I had a list of 16 that I narrowed down to my top 3. 16 albums that I narrowed down to my top 3. So I've got mine. You start off with your number 3, though.
All right, my number 3 is going to be Brian Free and Assurance, Real Faith.
Dude, great CD.
One of
my favorites.
Good CD. Y'all, once again, we're in this stupid top 3 segment. There's so many things that we can put in it. Like, all y'all that had a good CD in the past 16 years, because we're doing it since 2000, you all in my top 100. Number 3, we'll do Brian Free and Assurance, Real Faith. I love that CD.
Yeah.
And
some of the songs off that one, Real Faith, of course, is on that one. Is that the one that has...
I Keep Looking Up.
Yeah, I Keep Looking Up is the start-off song on that
Biggest
CD.
Step.
Biggest Step is a beast of a song. For Now Gethsemane is on one of my favorite songs.
What Will You Choose?
Yeah.
Dude,
Save Me a Seat. Yeah, all those good ones.
Love that album.
Every
album Brian Free puts out is great.
Solid.
So that's my number 3. What's your number 3?
My number 3. I had a couple in my 16. I had a couple Brian Free and Assurance albums that just didn't make the cut.
Wow.
But number 3.
Steven did like a tournament. He legit.
I should have brought my paper. I literally wrote out a double elimination tournament.
He did this March Madness thing with albums, and then he battled.
Because I didn't know how to choose. All right, my number 3 is Gold City's Revival CD from 2006.
Oh, boo! That's such a good CD.
And it was kind of a unique spin for them as a group.
Dude, that's got to be
that is one of my all-time.
That's my top 4.
That I hate it's probably. This is probably like sacrilegious to say this, but that's probably my favorite lineup of Gold City, and that's like probably so wrong to say because it doesn't include Tim Riley, but it's the Steve Ladd, Jonathan Wilburn, Daniel Riley, and Aaron McCune.
I'll say that's a lot of people's favorite lineup. Well, and really I will say this though too, like we kind of not grew up, but that was like our teenage era.
Yeah,
we were listening to them, so we were so used to them. Once again, like honestly, I totally forgot about that CD. That's up there for me.
It's beast. Ain't that what it's all about? CD. It's got Preach the Word.
Yep.
Mercy Came Running.
What's that one song we were talking about? Aaron McCune from last week.
Teach Me Lord to Wait. God's Still Good. It's just jam packed.
Yeah, jam packed. So great CD, great choice. I love that CD. Number 2 for me is gonna be "Strong in the Strength" by Legacy 5.
That is a phenomenal album.
Long time ago, but it's such a good album. Honestly, that CD is what really made me love Southern gospel music. Ever since that, I was like, I love this. I mean, it's got "Strong in the Strength," "I Stand Redeemed."
This is funny. I had that CD on tape, cassette tape.
Yeah, back
all we had was in our van growing up was a cassette player.
Yeah,
so we wore that tape out.
Oh, I know, man. And back then you could wear tapes out.
Yeah,
so, I mean you could wear CDs out too, but
yeah. Oh man, that CD was so good.
Great
so
CD,
jam
great
packed.
project.
Josh Cobb as tenor on that one.
Yes. Very, 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 very good. And they recut a lot of those songs as the years went by.
I Stand Redeemed.
But, what's it? Stepping Out on the Water.
Yeah.
Songs like that. So great CD.
Yep.
My number 2.
My number 2. I'm gonna go a little more recent. This CD is so great. Joseph Habedank's Welcome Home CD.
Really?
It is so good.
You know single song. I've never heard it.
Yeah, you need to.
So, okay.
You need to. Every single, no kidding. Every single song on there is just great. He's got a song he does with Russ Taff. That's Beast. He does Never No Never, which is a great song. Beauty of the Blood. Man, just so good.
Good.
Every single song.
He's a beast singer. And,
he's so good. A great song. Every single song on there he wrote.
Great songwriter, which speaking of songwriters, next week we're going to do the top 3 songwriters, so stay tuned for that. But my number 1, here we go. It's like pretty much brand new, actually, within the past like 2 years, I think now.
Cool.
Kingsman Battle Cry.
Okay.
If you've
I've
never
not heard that.
Dude,
Need to?
so good. So good. So good.
Okay.
Oh, Yes, I Am. I want to, that they made, we're actually going to play a clip of Oh, Yes, I Am. Let's just play the studio version. But we're going to play the studio version of Oh, Yes, I Am.
Off of the Kingsman's Battle Cry.
Cue that track out for me.
When the Lord had mercy, now I too can celebrate. And I'll run the streets of glory with all eyes, for soon I know.
Where are you now?
I'm crossing Jordan as my loved ones wave me over.
What do you hear?
I hear the saints all singing praises to the Lamb.
What do you see?
Why, it's my Lord, I see the great, great God Jehovah. Are you home now? Yes, I am. I'm finally home. I see my Lord. He's here to meet me. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am.
Well, where are you now?
I'm with the saints of heaven listening to the stories.
What do you hear?
Sweet welcome music from that great homecoming band.
What do you see?
I see my mansion in his splendor, in his glory. Are you home now? Yes, I am. I'm finally home. I see my Lord. He's here to meet me. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am.
I'm going to keep singing the song. I love this song. Where you know. Okay, sorry. All right, I like that song. Sorry, we're going to keep going.
Yes.
That's a good song. So that was Battle Cry from the Kingsmen. Love, love, love that song. Love that. Or that was Oh Yes I Am off the Battle Cry CD. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, there's a lot of stuff going on this week.
Great,
So.
great album. Phenomenal. Go. You're number
Okay.
one.
I think this may be a little bit of a shocker to you. I don't know.
Sacrilegious?
No, this is. I was trying to find this is the CD. Like, this is gonna sound weird. I was trying to find a reason not to include the CD
Okay.
because I felt like it was just so like cliche for me.
Okay.
But at the end I was like, no, I've got to.
Okay.
It's Gaither Vocal Band's Greatly Blessed CD.
Dude, here's the thing. We forgot all Gator vocal band CDs.
No, I didn't.
Oh, man.
Which our top
I got
three
better.
could have been all Gaither Vocal Band CDs. Give It Away, Greatly Blessed,
Highly
the
favored.
Together CD with Ernie Signature
I
Sound.
don't like that one.
I do.
No, it's a good CD. I'm just kidding.
But no, Greatly Blessed. It's got Greatly Blessed, Highly Favored, which features Wes Hampton, which is Beast. It's got He's Alive, which features David Phelps, which is Beast. When He Blessed My Soul, which is awesome. I love their rendition of that song. Please Forgive Me, featuring Michael English.
Yep.
Oh my goodness,
You're
we
My
could
All
just
in All.
keep going on. Oh my goodness, every single song on
CD
there.
stack, dude.
Ain't
That's a
Nobody,
great choice.
Clean. It's just
That's a great choice. So.
Yeah.
That is our top three for today. We're actually gonna go ahead and play a clip of Michael English singing "Please Forgive Me" with the
Forgive Me.
Gaither Vocal Band off
Yeah.
that CD. Check it out.
Check this out.
I've read the Bible, I've read the old story, how he pled for my forgiveness while dying on that tree. Please forgive me, I need your grace to make it through. All I have is you, and your mercy. Lord, I'll serve you until my dying day. Help others find a way, and at your mercy. Please forgive me. I need your grace to make it through. All I have is you. I'm at your mercy. Lord, I'll serve you until my dying day.
So that was Gaither Vocal Band, Greatly Blessed album review. That was Please Forgive Me off that CD. Go to their websites, go check them out, and go buy their CDs. great. That was our top 3 albums since 2000.
Since the year 2000.
There's so many good ones out there, so apologize
so many,
if we missed some.
missed Booth Brothers, we missed Ball Brothers,
so.
we missed, so definitely, if you disagree with us, which you're going to, put your top 3 in the comments of this video.
Below.
All right.
So that is our top 3 for today. Next week, top 3 songwriters ever.
Some good ones out there.
So there's some great ones, so stay tuned for that, and that is the top 3 segment for today. All right, y'all, we are back here with the review. Sorry, not the review segment, the interview segment. And we have on the phone special guest for today, Tim Lovelace. How you doing today, Tim?
Man, let me tell you, guys, I am just, I am loving life. I always say, you know, if I'm any better, I'd be like, you know, in a customized straitjacket. I am just doing wonders.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we love your humor, Tim. A lot of people know you as a comedian and as a great piano player as well, and a great banjo player. And we always love talking to you and getting to meet guys like you. So you're one of a kind.
Well, definitely. They broke the mold. They cut it up in pieces and dug a deep hole and threw it away when they made me. But you know, it says in the Bible, God's people be peculiar, but some of us, he did kind of an extra job on to make it a little different.
That's great. Sure. That's great. But man, I always have fun meeting you and talking to you. I got to talk to you a little bit at NQC. It was a great time. So Tim, tell us what's currently going on in your life, as far as, you know, just traveling and with a music career and a comedian career, everything going on.
Well, you know, they have me running around like a chicken on steroids, to tell you guys. They have me wide open, and it's just like I wake up every morning and I just pour hot sauce in my coffee to get started.
Wow.
They've got my schedule crazy, but just doing a lot of different things. I still host the Music City Show. We're going into, I believe, the fifth season. And we can talk more about that if you want to.
Absolutely.
Later on or whatever. But the show's doing great. It's on FamilyNet. It's on the National Religious Broadcasting national show, and we have some of the greatest artists on there. Almost anyone you can think of in major groups in gospel music: Blues Brothers, Great Original, Legacy 5, Karen Peck, and on, just a full lineup. And then we have some country artists on there, and they talk about how the Lord has influenced their lives. We've had Aaron Tippin and Restless Heart and Oak Ridge Boys, Funny Man Ray Stevens, and on and on. So I host that show, and in fact, we're going to do our very first cruise this year, the Music City Show cruise.
Cool.
Yeah.
This year, it's our very first one. That's in February of 2017. So,
awesome.
So we're, there's a lot involved in getting that all together, and I'll be the host on there. And I won't name all the groups, but we have people like Neelitz and Michael English and Karen Peck and the Bowlings and Blackwood Brothers and on and on and on there. So a wonderful lineup, and they can go to my website and find out about that. So that's kind of the Music City show that's got me hopping. Then it got record deal coming down, and just finished up this past year a new Christmas project, and been doing some touring. I normally go out by myself, guys. I just go out. You probably seen that. Go out and just tell people I'm ignorant, and the Lord is good. but we've done a couple of fun tours. I just did one with Collinsworth and Triumph on the West Coast, and that really went well. Both groups are wonderful friends and just so talented. So we had a blast. And I'm going to let you guys talk some more. I can tell you some more things going on, but I don't want to do all the talking.
Yeah, Tim, I'm going to go a little way back, I guess. I first was familiar with you when you were with the Gaither Homecoming tour. Can you just talk a little bit about what it was like being with them, and then of course the comedy that you did with them? Of course, I remember hearing Away Fly Isle and all that good stuff. So talk a little bit about that.
Well, I I was with the Florida Boys for about 9 years.
Yeah.
I've been out here, I don't know, a long time, probably 30 years or so. But I was with the Florida Boys 9 years, and when Bill Gaither, when he first started his video tapings, the Florida, as a member of the Florida Boys, the first time we went there was the third taping that Bill did. So from the third up for probably 25 or 30 videos, I was on those. A lot of mine, I just sat on the back row. I'm kind of a back row person, but Bill pulled me up to do a fourth man in the fire. Of course, a lot of people think that he was upset with me. Poor Bill, he was really upset you didn't know the words of that song, which cracks me up because it was his idea. He called me up a couple weeks before and said, "I've got a song I want you to mess up." And he said, "Well, we won't tell anybody." So he's really good at comedic timing and being discreet. So it was a lot of fun.
Wow, that's awesome. And I I don't want to make you seem old at all, Tim, but I kind of grew up watching you, and I was introduced to Southern Gospel at a young age, and I'm only 24 now, so it's really cool, especially doing the show now. We get to talk to some people that we just grew up watching on TV, grew up going to NQC and meeting and stuff like that. So it's awesome to see you, and you bring a comedy aspect, but you always narrow it down. And even in concerts, and I've seen you before do it, just narrow it down to the gospel, the reason why, we either sing or minister to people, and the reason why we do what we do. And it's awesome to see you doing it from a different perspective. Yeah. Which is why I was so glad to interview you, because this whole time we've been interviewing singers, and I know you've been in the, you sung and you played piano and whatnot, but you also do a whole nother thing. And so it's really interesting to see how you travel and how you minister to people.
Well, I appreciate it. It's an interesting thing because people that see me on the in a concert at a theater or whatever, auditorium or church, whatever, even because I always put a focus, as you said, on Christ, and that's the bottom line. But the people that don't know me very well, they think it's totally crazy, which I am crazy, and I'm proud of it. I mean, that's top security for a comedian to be crazy. But my heart is totally the gospel of Jesus Christ. And if I could just choose a profession, I'd probably be a missionary. I love the gospel of Christ.
Amen.
And that's the number. It calls us all to go and tell. But what is interesting is when God started opening doors for comedy, I even questioned. I think we all question different times. I'm like, well, and I'm not being a holier than thou. Please don't get me wrong, guys. But I was like, well, I really love you. I mean, all these doors open for me to go out and act crazy. People are calling saying, can you come do this banquet, or can you do a Christmas thing? Can you do a pastor's appreciation? And doors just started opening. And I didn't push those doors. There were just people calling saying, can you actually do, I know you got a crazy song or two, but can you do an hour of comedy? And so when I asked the Lord about it, I just really felt in my spirit how he called us to be fishers of men. And then I started realizing and seeing in God's own way, he puts us all in seasons. Like he's got you guys here right now where you reach so many people through your radio and it growing, and he uses all of us in different ways at different seasons in life. And I realized that I could go places I couldn't go as a gospel singer or a gospel musician. All of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, I can go to this country festival, this bluegrass festival, this corporate show. I can get in this college as a comedian, but they would never, ever have me as a gospel singer.
Wow. That's awesome.
And so the comedy would get me in, and then I would say, now, you guys know that I'm a Christian. Well, that's okay if you want to give your personal testimony, so I could get my foot in the door and then tell them about true joy, which as we all know, only comes from Jesus Christ.
Amen. Wow. That's phenomenal, Tim. I love your spirit. I love the way you talk about the gospel. Love your passion. And we appreciate that, Tim. Real quick, we're going to get into the questions real quick, but just like I know you can't really sum it up in 30 seconds. You talked about the Music City show real quick. I know you are the host for that. You said you're on your 6th season. Really excited about that. Tell us how that has impacted your life just in the past couple years. I mean, you've been doing that now. A great job.
Well, you're mighty kind. The producer of the show is Scott Gnsg. He does a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal.
And when they first started the show, they were going to have some guest hosts, 4 or 5, I guess, guest hosts, and they had me doing 3 or 4 or 5 shows, and they had 2 or 3 other people on there, and so they were. That's the way that they were going to do it. And then Scott called me up to the producer and said, "No, we just realized looking at the tapes and everything that you're the one we want to have for full time," and so they offered me that position. And how it's changed things. Probably a couple of different things. I mean, something goes, but one thing is people used to always talk to me about the Gnsg videos, which is wonderful. I really appreciate that door being open. But a lot of that was taped in the 90s. So if I saw someone I'd never seen in a concert before, just Cracker Barrel or Walmart or whatever, they'd come and say, "Hey, you're the guy from the Gnsg video." Now they come up and go, "Oh, that's from the Music City show." So it's more of a current thing. So you're able to, they know you more from what you're doing. Then you kind of have a time period to put it all together, so they're more familiar with what I'm doing. The second thing is the Music City show is opened up to a lot of people that are outside of gospel.
Yes.
So now that when I stop at a truck stop, that someone will come up and they have no idea what I do. They know nothing about Southern gospel, but they walk up and say, "Oh, I watch RSD or I watch Family Net," and then they go, "Oh, I watch you on that show." Now, what do you do besides that show? Because they have no idea. And so then I can invite them out to a concert, well, it may be at a church, and then I'm able to present Christ. So I've been open to a lot more and farmers and ranchers that are not necessarily familiar with Southern gospel.
Wow, that's amazing, Tim, and we love the Music City show. Tell us where we can go and watch it, and go on a website and whatnot.
Well, it's in a transition period with a couple of things, and I don't know what all stations it'll be on next year. It's doing great. Our next taping is in the fall, but definitely on Family Net right now. They can go there. They can go to my website, or they can click on to Facebook or Tim Lovelace. .com, then go to Facebook or Twitter, and I always have announcements of who's going to be on that show, show that week. But also, National Religious Broadcasting, NRB, has a free app, and you can put that on your smartphone.
Wow.
You can watch it on your computer at home. And so National Religious Broadcasting always has a show every week. I'm not sure of the exact times. I don't have all those memorized.
Okay, yeah.
But if you go to NRB, a free app. For me to memorize something that's not free is a difficult thing.
Awesome. And thank you so much, Tim, for that.
Yeah, we're going to get into the questions here that we submitted from Facebook. So we got a few questions here that some folks wanted to know about you. Michael Garbowitz asked, what you think is your funniest onstage moment?
The funniest onstage moment? Oh, well, that would be hard to say. Some jokes or things will happen and it'll be a long laughter. Probably just one of the best right now our comedic routine of mine is the gymnastic story that I do with my daughter. I'm telling about with my daughter, gymnastic story. But what I enjoy the most is something happens impromptu. A phone rings in the audience, something happens, someone gets up and I go out and start playing with someone in the audience, you know what I mean? It's back and forth and banner. I love off the cuff stuff.
That's awesome. That's what I've always loved about you. You do that stuff even when you host at NQC. That's where I see you the most, and it's so much fun to see you from a fan and a crowd perspective. It's awesome. So Sam Piper asked a question. He said, who do you look up to in the comedy world and in the piano world?
Okay, and I'm a little trouble hearing the first name. Who did you say it was that asked this?
Okay, I apologize about that, Tim. Sam Piper asked a question. Who do you look?
Okay, I got the question. I'm hitting his first name. Okay, Sam Piano-wise, all kind of people. I was always listening to Hobie Lister, from Hobie Lister to Ray Charles to classical.
Absolutely.
I love all different styles. Today, some of my favorite piano players, because everybody plays different. So I like different things. I love Stan Whitmire. I love Gerald Wolf's touch. I love Kim Collinsworth's big ballads.
Yeah.
So I really like bits and pieces of each one of them, because those two players, God made everybody different, and so there's several that I enjoy. Comedic-wise, I grew up old school, so I enjoyed Red Skelton.
Yeah.
And some of the old guys, that Jack Benny that could just take a deadpan look and just crack you up. And then Christian comedians. Ken Davis is a good friend. Most of the guys are friends of mine, so I love their heart. Ken Davis is great, phenomenal. Aaron Wilbur and I are very close, and we call and just talk family stuff all the time, and we're close days. And Swan, and they're just great guys, and we all work on the same dates, and we support each other, and so there's several guys out there that I have a lot of respect for.
Wow, that's awesome, Tim. Great, there's great answers, great questions, great answers. Go ahead.
Brian Seabolt has the last question. What is your favorite song/comedy act to perform on stage?
Oh, let's see. Let's see. Probably Away Fly Owl is fun to me as far as I love to watch crowd response. So when I do that song and I do it backwards and I have the crowd to start singing it, there's always a few people that try it. And from my vantage point, they look like they've just been tased. Their mouth and lips are going up and down like a bullfrog maybe that's just been electrocuted. And so they're trying it, and it's always hilarious. It's something really funny, and they're laughing and respect me. So I enjoy that from the audience standpoint. But then as a slow song, a song that I co-wrote, it's called No Laughing Matter, and it's a real heart song. So as far as ministry, that's my favorite song I do right now.
That's awesome, Tim. Tim, I enjoyed talking to you so much. Once again, I love your spirit. I love your passion for the gospel, and that you can do it in a fun way, in a fun manner. And we appreciate having you on the show today, Tim. Love to do this again sometime. Be looking forward to it. We're going to post it on YouTube. It is actually a YouTube show that we do, so you'll be able to see it.
Great.
So we're going to post it for you, and thank you so much for talking to us today.
I absolutely, guys. Appreciate all your hard work for the Lord and your love for gospel music. And be sure and tag me in it so come up and I can and everybody can go to my website or whatever. We can all be connected in this viral world that we're in today. But you guys just keep doing a wonderful job. I hope the Lord keeps blessing your program, and we all can work together as the family of God.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tim. And once again, you can go to Tim's website right here. It's on the screen. And go visit that right now. Buy all his product. Go check Tim Lovelace out. Go on YouTube. Whatever you need to do, go buy his product. Go see him in concert. Definitely. And thank you so much, Tim, for being on the show today.
Guys, I really appreciate it. Remember out there, everyone, my IQ is so low, I'm actually running for office this year. So everybody vote for me. God bless y'all.
God bless you, Tim.
Bye-bye.
Awesome show today. Thank you so much to Tim Duncan and Tim Lovelace. Yeah, awesome interviews.
Two amazing guys.
Oh my goodness. I love both of their spirits, their attitudes about the gospel.
Yeah.
Love them. Thank you guys so much for the interviews. Thank you so much for the show today. Thank you for watching both videos. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for next week's episode.
It's going to be the same thing. We got 2 interviews next week, right? We're not going to announce it yet.
I think we only have 1 interview next week.
Okay.
Just One interview next
This is
week.
why I'm not the scheduling guy, because I don't know.
We
Okay.
have Jason Runnels next week.
Yeah, this will be exciting.
So I'm very excited about that. Jason Runnels used to sing with Down East Boys,
Yeah.
former tenor of Down East Boys, soloist now. Has just awesome singer. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for next week's episode. Thank you so much for joining us to Good News Southern Gospel. This is Stephen McJunkins. I'm Daniel Rivera. Once again, thank you so much for joining us on Good News
Southern Gospel.
Yeah.
This story is about to break, and blessed are the feet that take the truth. Good news, good news. I'm slipping on my dancing shoes, 'cause I've got good news. I'm slipping